Hi everyone, I'm Emily Doherty, and the goal of my Capstone project is to determine the willingness of bars and restaurants in downtown Oshkosh to participate in a single-use plastic elimination program. The first step of the program would be eliminating plastic straws and drink skewers from their establishments for all dine-in guests, and then moving forward it would be looking at eliminating takeout containers like styrofoam and plastic, to-go cups, any little condiment containers with lids, and any plastic cutlery. I would work directly with the bars and restaurants in understanding their level of willingness or hesitancy to participate in such a program. The one citywide policy that I would look into discussing with the city council or whoever is involved with that would be something called DORA, which stands for Downtown Oshkosh Refreshment Area. So this allows people in the summertime to get an alcoholic beverage or non-alcoholic beverage from a participating bar or restaurant, and then they can walk around with it openly within the designated parameters of downtown Oshkosh. So for that, I would be looking at how to make those cups, which are currently plastic, because of course they can't be glass, it's not safe. So how would we make those plastic cups more sustainable? Probably starting with a compostable or recycled plastic cup, and then eventually moving into a BYOC, bring your own cup, and get it refilled, and then you can walk around and just maintaining that sticker that they currently use to identify DORA cups. To begin this, I would go directly to the bar or restaurant, perhaps call beforehand to make sure I can get in touch with the owner and or manager of that restaurant, and then I would explain my research proposal and the intent of my research project, and then physically hand them the survey to fill out and allow them 2 weeks, and then I would come and get it again or give them the opportunity to mail it to me, or I could also do it via email. The survey would include questions like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is the topic of sustainability to you in your personal life? What about your professional life? How much of a factor is price in considering a program like this? Would you be willing to pay 20% extra for sustainable cutlery or sustainable alternatives to your current takeout containers and things like that? Just trying to gauge a good understanding for what they feel. And I will be ensuring, telling them that this survey is anonymous. So their responses will not be directly tied to them. I would also want to understand if they've done things on their own to be more sustainable and what their driving factor was in that, and if they have seen a rise in customer demand for sustainable products rather than plastic cutlery and straws and takeout containers. The research of my project would primarily come from those surveys, as well as a really good paper I found from previous UW-Oshkosh students that focused on creating an entire program and what would be involved with that, almost like a pitch for a single-use plastic elimination program. And mine is focused on the realistic feasibility and the current willingness of bars and restaurants in downtown Oshkosh to participate in something like that. I would further the research by, talking to city city officials and learning what policies have been implemented already and maybe what have been proposed but haven't gone through and why those proposals have not gone through or been successful. So there is research from that paper that I just mentioned that helps me understand what individual consumers are looking for in terms of sustainability in downtown Oshkosh, but I would still have to do more using my surveys and other research, such as interviews with the owners of this establishment, to understand their willingness to participate and how factors like price and demand could affect their participation.